The bronze likeness of Lakers great Magic Johnson that can be found just outside the front door of our location today, the Staples Center. Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. NBA action is coming up. Along with Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and our sideline reporter, David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Matthews and Middleton, the two wings. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. And it's Bledsoe in at the point. And for Los Angeles, we've got Patrick Beverley. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Marcus Morris. Then it's Paul George. And it's Zubac in at the center, locking down the middle. Greg, we've got two terrific highlight-making teams, both athletic in so many ways.
You know, it makes me hearken all the way back to college, and one of my teammates, Stacey Ogden, one of the greatest athletes I ever played alongside. Well, we're going to see a lot of his impact in tonight's game.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That is his first foul of the game.
Kind of a ticky-tack foul there, but you have to be aware that's how the refs are going to blow the whistle tonight.
And the pass to Bledsoe. The kick out to Matthews. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And here's Beverley. He brings it up for the Clippers. To the paint. Morris against Bledsoe. And there's Morris. That's good on the assist by Beverley.
I just feel like Patrick Beverley has incredible awareness for every second that he plays on the floor. Spots the wide open man, gets it to him.
Antetokounmpo, no good. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, I did speak with Mike Budenholzer for a few minutes. And as we were talking about Kawhi Leonard, his defense was the first thing that came up. Coach told me that while Kawhi may not be the individual defensive powerhouse he once was, they're still not going to challenge him more than they need to. Gating Kawhi's presence at that end of the floor is much easier said than done. Kevin, back to you.
All right, thank you, David. And it's the Clippers with the ball after the basket by Milwaukee. Beverley, the pass to Morris. And up the court come the Bucks on the break. The shot by Middleton, wide open. Hits the jumper in space.
Well, he's accurate from behind the arc, and there's a reason why Chris Middleton takes a good amount of three-pointers.
Beverley feeling it out a bit. Passes it to George. From past the arc. He can't get that one. And Milwaukee the other way now.
And the versatility of Paul George's game. Elite defense and rebounding, steals and deflections.
When you think about Paul George moving to several teams, yet still having the impact on both ends of the floor, I think that is a telltale sign that you have an elite talent in Paul George.
Here's Giannis after the Clippers pick up 2. Matthews dishes to Middleton. And Lopez has it in the corner. Offline with his 3.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
Here's Leonard. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. The Bucks have gone just 2 of 7 so far. A little bit of a slow start for them. No good from Bledsoe.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Pass to Beverley. Lopez with the block.
Excellent off-ball awareness as Brook was able to get over there and swat it away.
The Bucks trail. And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game.
And Marcus Morris has raised some eyebrows in the last couple years, just being a much more efficient scorer.
And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. Here's Hill. Pass to Ilyasova. He dishes it to Lopez. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Montrezl Harrell. And last season, Marcus Morris's name, one of the hottest on the trade market.
Yeah, there's a lot going on in Marcus Morris's offseason. A year ago, a lot of contenders looking to add him to the roster. Handshake deal with the Spurs, switch to the Knicks, and then eventually traded to the Clippers. So grab your musical chair and try to find a seat.
And he makes the first. And both free throws good for Ilyasova. You know, Greg, we know there's some power finishers in the NBA like Giannis Antetokounmpo, but he complains a lot that he needs to sell contact rather than muscle through it. How do you evaluate those kind of power finishers in the game?
Well, I mean, there's still power will always play a role, especially when you can add in quickness and athleticism. And I think you start right there with Giannis. I mean, he's kind of epitomizes that. LeBron obviously is still in that category. And a guy like Kawhi Leonard, he can send you into the stanchion when he gets going downhill as well.
Now here's Lopez. Green with the rebound.
I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
Milwaukee's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. And the basket by Hill.
Well, he weasels his way to the inside there, and that little breathing room that helped George Hill to score.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Hill against Jackson. An easy 2 points on the layup.
And good to see Jackson finish closer in. Not a guard who just chucks up threes. Can find the creases with that handle.
The pass to Lopez. Here's Hill. The kick out to Ilyasova. From outside, off the mark. And so Green will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. They trail by 1. Inside, here's Harrell, and Harrell slams it in.
Well, they're trying to take command of this game, but it's been competitive so far.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive.
And so it's Milwaukee now, after the Clippers pick up 2. The wide open look here for Lopez. Misses the 3. LA's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Now, here's Shamet. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. That one goes in.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Hill kicks to Ilyasova. Count that one.
Where was the D on that one? Just too easy.
Gets it off. That shot is off. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Los Angeles on top. They lead by 1. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Clippers?
I mean, the rebounding was the difference in that first period. You've got to block these guys out.
Yeah, rebounding can also be just about will, and they showed some of that in going in there and collecting some boards.
On the court for Milwaukee here in the second, Marvin Williams is out there with Kyle Korver. Then there's Robin Lopez. Then there's Hill. And it's DiVincenzo in at the shooting guard position. And for Milwaukee, they're shooting just 31% in the game. The 3 sinks the triple. DiVincenzo's got his first 3 points of the game. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
Now here's Harrell. Over in the corner, Green from downtown. Rebounded by Korver. Milwaukee in the lead. Fires for three. That doesn't go, and he's 0 of 1 from the field. LA's gone 0 of 2 from deep here in the second. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Williams against DiVincenzo. Clock at 6. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Here's Jackson, and Jackson throws it down hard.
Well, he's just gifted with the basketball, and that includes making plays. Lou Williams spotting a man that time.
Milwaukee's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Lou Williams, so crafty, GA. Just a knack for putting the ball in the basket.
This guy just has the gift. I mean, it's been that way forever. He is just a born scorer.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin. Well, if you just look for a few minutes at Giannis Antetokounmpo on the court, you know why he's called the Greek Freak. But it's the drive that makes him an MVP. He said, people try to make it complicated. Life is simple. You know what you want, go get it. Do what it takes every day and don't lie to yourself. Guys, I hope you understand I'm being truthful in all of these reports. Back to you.
Love the intensity. David, thank you. Defense doesn't get much better than the mobile one block we just saw on replay.
And read the plate perfectly. Gets himself in the air at the right moment. Terrific denial.
Now here's Beverly. No points in the game yet for him. That shot missing. Good D by Matthews. Here's Giannis. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. And the Bucks lead by 2.
He's a hard guy to guard everywhere on the floor, but more than anywhere else, Giannis can get you in the paint. That's where he lives.
Here's Beverly. To the inside. Leonard inside. Defended by Middleton. Great D that time for Middleton. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide-open look from three-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
Outside Leonard. Outside George. Bledsoe against Leonard. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Yeah, we love when great offensive players get in a scoring rhythm, but Paul George right now in a great passing rhythm tonight.
For Milwaukee, they've gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Giannis kicks to Bledsoe. Giannis passes to Bledsoe. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And Eric Bledsoe, a special kind of athlete.
And 3 separate knee surgeries in the rear view, but still so fast, his teammates call him Ferrari. The way he's built, a muscle car might be more accurate.
The free throw drops for Eric Bledsoe.
And a 4-year deal signed by Eric Bledsoe last season. That's a ball club showing some commitment to the type of hard work that Eric has put in, and might end up being a value contract given his level of contribution.
Brent Bledsoe, an impact player at both ends, but some have questioned his decision-making in the big moments.
Well, he's not a traditional floor-seeing point guard, and it's not a guy who's going to set up for his teammates through the pick and roll actions where they're going to have open shots. There's a lot of instinctual and natural ability that comes with the play of Eric Bledsoe.
Count it. Leonard's got the game tied up here for the Clippers.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And Lopez has it in the corner. And a great assist by Bledsoe as that one goes in. Lopez has got himself going there, his first points of the game on the deep ball. Here's Beverly. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. 1:58 left to play here in the second quarter. Morris dishes to Beverly. And airballs the triple. That one was way off. Milwaukee leading by 3. It's Matthews on the wing. The dish to Lopez. Bledsoe against Zubac.
Not pretty. You just got to shake off a miss like that.
Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Leonard attacking. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That's on Brook Lopez.
And in a player empowerment era, no greater power move than Kawhi Leonard's last year. Fresh off a Finals MVP with the Raptors, he signed with his hometown Clippers and compelled a trade for Paul George.
Think about that 14-month run where Kawhi Leonard made his way to Toronto, a team that was on the cusp for many seasons, goes there, wins the MVP and a championship for the Raptors, and then ends up in his hometown of Los Angeles to try to do the same for the Clippers. Now that's getting it done and writing your own story.
Here's Connaughton. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Korver gets a wide open look. A three-pointer off the mark.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Leonard looking around. Jackson passes to Williams. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. And the Clippers lead by 2.
This is Lou's game. Phenomenal. Sizing up the D and realizing when to get that quick release off.
Now here's Korver. Ball's knocked loose. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Morris with the ball. On the wing, Williams. Kicks it to Jackson. Here's Morris. Rebounded by the Bucks. Here's Connaughton. Passes it to Ilyasova. Dishes to Williams. Deep 2 from Hill. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Clippers lead by 2. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.